It's July 26th, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and I'm sleepy. It was a busy week for our confounded commander-in-chief. Wednesday in Massachusetts, President Biden said, "I and so damn many other people I grew up with have cancer." No official White House response on the president's cancer announcement, but the very next day they did tell us he has COVID. How's that for a lucky deflection? Biden's physician said he is treating the spent 79-year-old with Paxlovid, chemotherapy, and shielding him from all the signs that our country is in a recession. First Lady Jill Biden will be staying in Delaware while her husband, the president, is treated for COVID. "Oh no, I have to spend a night by myself," said no husband ever. I'm not married. The script then President Donald Trump planned to read to the January 6th rioters included strong language that encouraged the Justice Department to prosecute rioters, and a sentence that said the rioters do not represent me. However, Trump crossed out those lines and replaced them with phrases such as, "Ketchup on a steak is fantastic, believe me," and "Remember when I did that cameo in the 1994 remake of The Little Rascals?" I also don't have a really good Trump impression. The far-right social media star known as Baked Alaska was sentenced to 6 months in prison for his role in the January 6th insurrection. A spokesperson for Baked Alaska said that he was only half-baked on January 6th and thus deserves a lesser sentence. Nancy Pelosi and the House of Representatives passed a bill to provide better access to contraceptives. Although, if you really want people to not have unprotected sex, show them Nancy Pelosi talking about contraceptives. Quickly changing the subject, U.S. News and World Report says more people are choosing to eat healthy. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard takes the findings one step beyond.
As much as I hate being the person that says, "Oh, the pandemic changed everything," it did change our eating habits. Over the past 2 years, U.S. News and World Report has found that more people are willing to change their eating habits for the better. Especially more people who are eating fruits and vegetables and other staples of our diet that we really should be eating. I've actually decided to change my eating habits as well by trying more foods that I wouldn't normally try. For example, I'm trying this creamed smoked roe, and also a traditional Swedish crisp bread. Let's see how this tastes. That looks appetizing. Wow, jag gjorde ett misstag. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, heter jag Tim Millard.
Thank you, Tim. Looks like what Winston's dropping in the litter box right now. In a string of bad luck, a man in California has caught both COVID and monkeypox. But what did he expect when he hooked up with the Wuhan bat on Grindr? An Australian journalist was forced to tweet an apology to the Taliban for her reporting or go to jail. Journalism is an increasingly dangerous profession, which is why here at Sketchworks NewsBrake, we're not journalists. A North Carolina town's entire police force quits over what they called a hostile work environment. They feel they were being worked too hard and would prefer to sit around doing nothing, like the cops in Uvalde. Family Dollar stores have recalled many of their products because of exposure to high temperatures in storage. Sources state that the entire United States is being recalled due to higher temperatures. After nearly 40 years of delicious production, Klondike announced it will no longer manufacture the Choco Taco, beloved dessert of Mexican restaurants in small towns across the country. Yet another victim of cancel culture run amok. Pope Francis traveled to Canada to give an unprecedented apology to indigenous people who were forced into assimilating into Christian society through church-run boarding schools. However, he did not apologize for making them wear those plaid uniforms. The secret tomb of a 5th century BC Egyptian military general has been discovered by archaeologists. Egyptian authorities warn this excavation may result in yet another Mummy sequel. Brendan Fraser could use the work. Out of respect for families who have been affected by mass shootings, rocker Pat Benatar said she will no longer perform her song, "Hit Me With Your Best Shot." This means there are now only 4 songs audiences will recognize at her concerts. If you can name those 4, please do so in the comments below. No, Heart did Barracuda. After Kid Rock canceled a show last minute, his fans rioted and littered the venue with trash. Though venue staff says there's usually more trash when he doesn't cancel, it's just white. The Alpharetta Department of Public Safety has received numerous reports of a bear roaming the city. Police are urging the public to not engage the animal, especially if he looks like a bear from Disney's Country Bear Jamboree. Those bears were almost as creepy looking as Nancy Pelosi. A couple who stole 45 bottles of rare and vintage wine from a hotel in Spain were arrested after being on the run since last October. An unnamed source states the two are graduates of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. A chess-playing robot broke a child's finger during a chess tournament in Moscow. The child is lucky, considering that another chess-playing robot at a chess tournament in Newark, New Jersey, broke a child's neck, dumped him in an oil drum, and told other chess-playing robots that, "I took care of that thing for you." Locals in Mildura, Australia, flooded social media with pictures of mysterious pink lights in the night sky. Authorities discovered that the lights came from a cannabis farm's grow lights on a faulty timer. Look, I see strange lights all the time coming from my neighbor's yard. I don't ask questions. And that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me, and don't ask